He's bugged.
What an idiot. He's got a stroke.
You want me to engage him with my SLF?
Alright, stand clear. I'm gonna boost through him.
Alright, I'm looking at it. Such a beautiful name for such a stupid ship.
He's dodging you!
Yeah, my fingers are itching. Yeah, I want to shoot him.
Did you really start streaming already?
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah, shoot him with your blasters.
Yeah, we
shoot him with
almost got
the
him.
mighty
Let's
He runs
shoot him
away.
down.
Alright. I'm gonna try to take over the radio as soon as this song's over then.
Still gotta go to the toilet, though.
And now's as good a time as any.
Your laser curtain. He's dead.
Target
31 jumps.
Yeah.
Great job. Let's see what the limpets bring in.
Mining can be
Okay, Zero and Showa are in, so you could make space for, I don't know, Alex is still missing, and whoever else wants to join. I gotta go to the toilet now.
Where are my levels? Alright, there. Alright. I shouldn't be too loud or too quiet on my recording. I hope I'm okay on the actual radio.
If you're the same level as here in Discord, you're fine.
I'm on the same level that I finally figured out yesterday, so...
Yeah, sounds good to me.
I need to make a beluga emoji and spam it everywhere.
Alright, I'm here. Who wants to fucking touch me? What?
What an entrance.
Hello. Fancy seeing you all here.
Yeah.
Sir.
Right. What am I supposed to be doing?
Join us.
Join us.
Talking shit and getting lit.
Yeah.
Work good.
I'll be right back.
Cool. So did you guys want... Was this being broadcast on the station as well?
Yes. Shank is doing it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Talking shit and getting lit.
I'm literally just playing commercials until I can take over the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
If you got that produce silent output thingy running, it's also way easier.
Oh, Husky is in.
Oh yeah, I don't think I have that set up.
Should I get Huskier in here? He's not in voice.
Was Pookie coming in, or is she?
Yeah, she went to a store.
That was like an hour ago.
Yeah, I don't know how far she has to go.
Maybe the store's far away.
Oh.
Yeah, it's Arizona.
She's
So-
online
Yeah,
in game.
it is.
Well, yeah. Alex, are you online already?
I'm literally just. I'm just logging in now. I've
Okay.
been cooking a stew and watching The Punisher.
Yeah. Why
Movie
not?
or show?
What kind of stew?
Oh, just did like a beef one, so it was like some beef and carrot and Sweden parsnip and a little bit of thyme and Worcestershire sauce and beef stock and oh mate, it's delicious. Got some little crusty rolls, just warm them up in the oven, a little bit of butter. Oh mate, living the dream.
Okay, well now I'm hungry, so thanks for that.
I made loads. Come on around. Come on.
Yeah, I got chips, crisps, peanuts, chocolate, so I'm fine.
Cheese balls for me.
Alright, I'm just living in that. I'm gonna make sure my cat is.
Jesus Christ, how long is this song?
Too long?
I got a bag of
At least
chips and
at
a
least
jar of
6 minutes.
French onion dip, because I thought, what's the most annoying thing you can eat on a stream? And I came up with chips.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, it's gonna be a stream of just us eating.
Nom.
Oh yeah.
Social.
Social eating.
That's a category on Twitch now, isn't it? Social.
Yeah.
That's a thing that started in Asia and now it's on Twitch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's-
that we're
it's a
just
huge
watching
thing.
people eat.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's so
crazy.
fucking weird.
It is weird.
Anyway, I've logged into the PG, so if someone wants to chuck me a wing invite, that would
I
be
mean,
cool.
watching people
Coming
cook
at ya.
is okay, and then tasting it,
Because-
okay.
Yeah, are you
Well, no, because
maybe
basically
in
what it
one
is
private group?
like you have you have people, and in Asia you have basically people who never leave their home except for if they have a job, and they
Yeah.
have no social life. And it used to be that you would have dinner with a photograph, and then it became you had dinner with an anime character on your laptop, and now it's you have dinner with a YouTuber or a video
Things
streamer
exploding. Alex, are you wrong?
on
Private
Twitch
group.
or YouTube or whatever.
I'm in distant radio.
It's
Oh, yeah, I'm
Wrong
Fleecom.
one.
You're in Fleecom.
Ah, right. Okay, hang on.
it's quite sad. It's a very sad state of social affairs when that's just commonplace. And now that it's like becoming a thing in the West, kind of makes me concerned.
Right, I'm putting you guys onto my ear holes. Hang on.
Oops. I hit someone.
Michael!
Yeah, I'm leaving. I'm out of here.
I mean, it's bizarre, but like, I end up eating alone more often than not. So
Also,
is that
Fleecom
better or worse than eating with a photograph?
Fleecom
After
rules
Thailand.
also state you have to store your hard points
think
by
that's better.
Yeah,
meetups.
I wanted to
Alright,
make
I mean-
fireworks.
Someone.
That was bound to happen. It was bound
Yeah.
to happen.
Did someone
not the
pew
first time.
somebody?
Like when we were on CCC3,
Alright.
I was launching flag launchers, and somebody just flew into them, and yeah.
Look, if your lasers were there first, then you know there's no hope, really, is there?
Yeah.
No, you put your lasers there first, and they just flew.
Yeah, when we were doing the fireworks show for the Dove Enigma arrival, somebody almost flew into the.
That's pretty special.
Oh, I can
All right,
see
guys,
cookies
I'm,
here.
I'm in control of the radio.
So
I'm gonna start recording, and
I'm gonna crash.
that
my
is
shit.
now recording. And once it gets to playing Michael's song real quick, I'm just gonna throw it on to the Discord audio.
Yeah, why are the auto DJ songs at the top of the hour so fucking long?
Oh, it's insane, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't play radio version. I just play album edits. I feed him to the auto DJ. So should I go back to the station to steal my bounty, or should I? Just
Yeah,
return you back?
yeah.
All right.
I mean, you got like a whole hour, or how long we will go
All right,
into
everybody on
this.
the radio. This
Yeah, I'll be-
is the talk show with everybody here. I'm actually not really going to be in charge. I'm just announcing it and saying it's a thing now. And everybody else out there, you're now on too.
Oh, hello everyone.
Hello.
Hang on, let me take my pants off first.
Howdy.
Well, someone didn't come.
Glad I
prepared.
started drinking.
Now I'm getting some weird echo.
Echo.
Yeah.
Echo, echo.
Oh shit.
Usual In if you don't mute radio ball.
Oh,
Well, I'll fill the dead air with saying hello
yeah.
myself.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, now I can. Okay, yeah, I have to mute audio boss because I'm hearing the Discord through the sound box
Yeah.
and Discord.
No way around that.
Fuck
sadly.
is tagging me on Discord right now.
Me.
Anyway,
All right.
I'm
so
gonna
we're
fix
live
it.
now, aren't we?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
are.
I'm gonna kill the music. Sorry, Mike.
Yeah, no. Kill it.
So there is now no music. It's just us.
Oh my god.
Oh my word. People are expecting content from us.
Yes. So please begin creating content, guys.
So anyway,
Yeah, did we have anything
it's a
planned for
game
this?
by RSI Industries, and it's a game about. Oh wait, wrong podcast.
So guys, welcome to the Why. Last on the Reddit, you guys said
Wait, what?
What?
Welcome
What?
to Starstone Industries.
you said create content, and isn't that what creating content is? It's just reading what people say on the internet.
Shit posting on Reddit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everything on Reddit is a repost, so there's no content creation there.
Yeah.
Did you know there has been no original internet content since 1997?
Well, I can't remember who it is, but it's pretty famous that there's only like 6 stories to tell, anyways. So
Yeah.
No. Basically, the in actually you kind of study this theory in English literature is that William Shakespeare is famous for creating words, not for writing stories, because every story was already written by the time the Greeks were making plays.
Well, yeah,
I
pretty
think, I
much.
think it was Socrates or Plato or whatever who wrote that there's only 6 different storylines that can possibly be told.
There was a legal advice post a couple of months ago where somebody is like, "Hey, I'm writing a short story, but it's really similar in plot to this one. Can I be sued for copyright violation?" And the guy goes into the whole thing in the comments. He's like, "Well, technically you're ripping off this other podcast, but they ripped off Tolkien, and he ripped off 13th century literature, and they ripped off cave."
I mean,
Goes on and on and on.
I mean, the thing is, someone said it quite interesting to me at one point. It said that if you ever play an RPG, there's only ever 2 types of quest. There's only ever essentially a fetch quest or a kill quest, and that's what you end up doing.
Yeah.
And an escort quest is basically just a reverse fetch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
escort quests are fetch quests. You're just
Yeah.
fetching a person you have to protect the whole time.
Yeah, it's essentially like doing a fetch quest or like a delivery quest, but the item comes with you and won't stop talking and or moving very slowly, or just
And
above your
trying to
walking
get
pace.
killed.
Or jumping in front of your weapons.
Yeah.
Trying to get killed is the #1 thing in like the Witcher series with the escorts, and it's the most annoying thing.
Yeah. Oh, hello. Oh, I've found some ships in Elite Dangerous.
Like, why am I escorting someone who is clearly suicidal?
4 a.m.
Yeah.
It's 4 a.m. somewhere, boys and girls. So, right, lads.
Cheers.
I suppose we should probably talk about this Elite Dangerous type
Yes.
game that we
Yeah,
were
actually,
playing.
basically the main topic was supposed to be on this roundtable is properly introducing ourselves. We did some brief introductions at our launch, but we didn't go much into detail, and also we got some new people here, so...
Also, sorry, and yeah, I need to say this on the radio. Let me know if anybody's levels are too weird, and I will manually adjust them for you guys so that everybody's balanced. Just you have to tell me in the chatter so I can see it.
Okay, so I guess someone should probably take charge of things.
Yes. Someone who's secure.
Anarchy.
I nominate you. You've got the most dulcet tones.
Where's Ganlin? Oh crap, he's not here.
Yeah, Ganlan is not
Well-
there.
So, actually, since he's not here, we should say Ganlin is one of our new hosts added since the original show that we did 2 weeks ago. You might have heard him doing
No,
some classic
Ganlan is
rock and-
already there longer.
Well, he wasn't DJing.
Yeah.
He was
He-
there
he
at the
joined.
launch show, he was just driving at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so he's with us, and he's been doing shows pretty kind of consistently, but not regularly, shall we say? Like I've got my regular Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday thing, pretty much.
Yeah.
And other than that, I'm Chanks Otome, and Nagi, Michael, and Voodoo. And Kenny. Don't forget Kenny.
I was about to say, how in the hell could you forget Kenny?
That's just
To be
rude.
fair, you have been gone all week.
That is true. I have been gone, and I'm terribly sorry for that, but I am now back. But I was
Welcome
gone
back.
for a very good reason. So, but I'm glad to be back. My normal show on Sunday is gonna happen. Don't worry, guys. I've got a lot of music to download. If you saw down in videos, I did post a sneak peek. We're gonna change genres a little bit, but yeah.
Cool. So, what genres do you play now, and what genre are you going to be playing once you've had your bit of a switch up, or is that a surprise?
Well, so the genres that I've been playing has been mostly industrial, dark wave, and some electronic body music. We're going to be switching it up a bit. We're going to go with some synthwave, some dark synthwave, techno. We might throw in a little bit of industrial if it fits the flow, but we're gonna go with some more electronic style now. So that'll be this Sunday. And also, I thank you guys so much for all of the drinking suggestions. I think I got everything pinned. We're going to officially start taking all of your suggestions next month, but for this Sunday show or tomorrow's show, I do have one of my own mixed drinks that I'll be sharing with you guys. We'll mix it live on the show, and we'll see me trying to mine while drunk.
So, like regular mining.
Yes.
Well, you've got to have something else going on while you're mining out. You've got to have something to take up your time.
Oh yeah.
So, since we started talking with you, Kenny, what do you want to tell us? Why did you start playing Elite?
Well, I started playing Elite because I had just quit Ark Survival Evolved, and I was getting burned out on Final Fantasy XIV. So I'm like, I need a new game to play. I need a space game, and I haven't used my HOTAS in years. So I started looking around, saw Elite Dangerous, saw Star Citizen, and a couple others, and I'm a previous EVE Online player. So I sat down and I probably watched a good 20 to 30 hours of YouTube videos and just trolling around on the forums, not saying anything or even signing up, just checking to see what the community was all about. And then when I saw Distant Worlds 2 and that you're going to be exploring, going to the other side of the galaxy and back, that's what sold it for me. And I bought the game, played probably a good 5 or 6 hours before I said, you know what, yes, this is the game for me. And I signed up for Distant Worlds 2. Never thought I'd be turning out to be a radio DJ, Distant Worlds 2 helper, and a moderator for FleetCom. So that was a big surprise.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but did you say that the Frontier forums convinced you to play the game? Because that's shocking to me.
Oh, okay, let me reword. The Frontier Explorer forums. Because I'm not a PvP person usually. I'm not all into that kind of combat. Part of the reason why I left EVE a few years ago is just because trying to deal with all of the PvP or fairies, it was a bit annoying along with the steep learning curve. So when I came on, I avoided the combat sections altogether and was mostly looking at mining and exploration.
Do you know what? I'm going to throw my hat in and say, as a relative newcomer to Elite Dangerous, that the forum is actually a pretty friendly place, even like outside the Explorers forum, compared to a lot of other kind of MMOs with PvP aspects.
Are you sure you're talking about the Frontier forums?
Yeah, man.
I mean, it's certainly not the worst. It's certainly not the
They're not
worst.
so bad.
They're not.
And,
I mean,
that's
in the
Alex,
grand
by the
scheme of
way.
things.
You know his voice. He's been doing a couple shows.
hello.
Hello.
So,
But yeah, you were saying about the
Kenny,
forums, because I agree. I think the forums are not. There's so much on there that it does seem like a lot of spam, and a lot of it is just, I don't like this, and that's probably about 90% of it. But
Yeah,
once
there's
you
a lot
get
of
past
complaining.
those, once you get past those, there's a lot of either, haha, I'm evil, and hey, here's how to help you out with some stuff. and that's split about 50-50.
Yeah, definitely.
So Kenny, what is your exploration history so far?
My history actually has been very small. I just started the game in August. So haven't really been playing all that much. I did a lot of stuff around the bubble and definitely in the bubble. I haven't really gone too far out. And actually sitting here at Omega, this is the farthest from the bubble I've actually ever been. So having all of the POIs to look at throughout the waypoint has just been jaw-dropping, eye-opening. And because I had to leave during the week, I didn't really have a chance to hit every single POI. So I took a shortcut, and during my shortcut, I actually found a system where I was able to tag about half of the bodies of an 80 body system. So for me, that was first time ever getting to see anything. So that was amazing. The view, oh my God, the view of the view was
Apparently,
gorgeous.
Sorry, Kenny. Apparently, an ad's just started on the radio.
What?
What? Who's in charge of this shit?
Oh,
I am
Auto
in charge
DJ,
of
LOL.
shit. And
if
no,
only there was some kind of radio DJ present.
there. What? Oh, I got disconnected.
What?
Oh,
Oh.
Why would you do
Dear,
that?
when was that? How long ago?
Are we off the air?
We
Yeah,
are
actually,
off the
yeah.
air.
are we still on Twitch then, or?
No. It's just playing a radio. I'm getting a server error connect restarting.
And does it keep
DJ
going?
is taking over. DJ is taking over with Mellow Sonic.
Yeah, but
So
why?
I guess we'll be back on in 27 minutes.
I got an error 42, and then a server connection error.
Yeah,
It
but
just
you
closed
are
out.
reconnected now, right?
I am. There's
Want me
song
to
playing
take
right
over?
now. Well, I'm gonna take over as soon as this song's over, I guess, because I'm just
Yeah.
playing my
But now it
my
says
ads.
again, Metasonic
But,
Daedalus.
Yeah, I can't stop the DJ from playing.
Yeah, but just a second ago there was your song already, the Python thingy. Oh no,
Well,
now it's your
it
name
shows
again.
it shows my ads because it says I'm still, and now I'm disconnected again.
Why? What's happening?
What is going on? Is somebody else trying? And I'm disconnected yet again. Ooh. Hold on. Let me just try to restart. Okay, I'm still recording background audio. Let me try to restart. Try to restart Radio Boss. I'm wondering if that's.
Error 42, which I'm gonna just Google that.
I am still recording, right? Testing. Yes, I am. Okay. So we're gonna have a lot of. I'm gonna have to cut this out when I edit it up for possible.
No. Keep it all. Keep it all.
Keep it all.
Well, you guys need to keep talking even and just know we're not on the show. We're still live on video though. We're still live on video.
Alright, but still,
but-
I'm just looking up the error, but I can't find any documentation to that. Or that, to that. Error broadcasting, maybe it's that.
Yeah, alright.
So pants off and we're off the air. I gotta tell you guys, this is not a good look for me.
Well, we are still live on Twitch, so
Output, error 40, error 40, error 40, output 1, error 40. What is that?
Yeah, let me just try something. Let me just try connecting.
Okay.
Network
don't get
timeout,
me.
network timeout. I'm just not even
Somebody-
being, it's not even letting me connect.
Yeah, I'm just checking if I get... Yeah, I'm getting connected to server. So it seems to be on your end.
Ring, I can see you.
Hey yo. Sorry, I'm in menus at the moment.
can you or can somebody else invite Commander Brusky? I'm an external
Yeah,
camera
and
and my
someone
wing is
needs to
full.
take over the radio because if Chang's having errors...
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'm bringing in Brisky right now.
And I'll take over the radio.
It
Okay,
says I'm
thanks, Kenny.
connected now, actually.
Yeah, it shows you are connected, but I hope it stays that way.
I'll have mine on standby just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I drop again, I can't keep going. It's just. It's
Yeah,
definitely something on my end.
I'm wondering what that is. We need to troubleshoot that as soon as possible.
Darkoids.
Yeah.
Thyroids.
Thargoids in
Thargoids.
Japan. Thargoids in Japan, people. So,
Targoids
I
on
think
Omega.
when we take back over the radio, I can't listen to this too long because I'm gonna have to mute some of that because don't want to get in trouble. But I guess unless we want to be here for 4 hours,
Got a show to do.
I got shit else to do.
we could stick to like just a couple questions like that.
Yeah,
Just to
I
introduce
reckon.
Yeah, but
everybody,
those
and then
I
what are you
asked
doing?
were the ones I wanted to do this show about mainly. And of course what each person is doing on the radio.
Yeah, so who are you? Introduction. What are you doing?
And then just like move through the list, kind of.
Then a quick
Yeah.
thing on how you got into Elite and then what you're enjoying right now. So that's
Yeah.
pretty simple and small. And you can go at length.
Yep.
We can be here. We can be here 2 hours. That's fine. I don't think anybody minds. We
Nope,
didn't
I've
lose.
got all day.
Got a show at 8. Let's do.
I do have to go get drunk and watch Lord of the Rings later, but other than that, I'm.
Yeah.
That's a
sounds
good
like a killer plan.
combination.
Yeah, let's continue with you, Voodoo.
What did I do?
Yeah.
Exactly.
What do you do?
Exactly. What did you do?
If you can't prove it, I didn't do it.
I think the question is, what didn't you do?
Well, what won't you do?
What?
This is quite the song if it's still going.
Yeah, it's 7 minutes, I think.
Oh,
As usual.
Delete.
No. Music.
I
has to be
actually
that
did
long.
go through my library the other day and just deleted everything over 8 minutes long.
What? You deleted the best part of your library.
Was that on the file share?
No, like my personal one.
Oh, why would you do that?
Because I never listen to anything that long, and I don't play anything over 8 minutes on the radio.
I ended my first show with a 15-minute long song, so I don't have any problems with it.
I was thinking of slipping a couple in here and there into my shows, but I was like, that's probably just going to annoy the shit out of people.
Yeah, mostly don't play tracks shorter than 6 minutes.
someone played Bohemian Rhapsody today.
Well, because I do a lot of listener requests, and when people start requesting like
Alright.
9 and 12-minute songs, it's hard to fit
Alright,
everybody in.
we're
Yeah, well,
back
you can just
online.
ignore those requests then.
Oh, we're back.
We're back on the radio, everybody.
Way! Sorry.
I'm gonna play something in the background. I think it's if I'm not playing anything.
Yeah,
If I'm not playing anything, the auto
Yeah,
DJ likes.
you have to enable
Check that
produce
silent output.
Yeah, you have to enable that produce silent output thingy in the playback settings. But you'd have
I
to
don't
restart
think you
Radio
even have to go
Boss.
into playback settings. You can double click it at the bottom of Radio Boss.
No, not the silence detector. That's something.
Oh, that's different?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
there's a silent output so that it thinks you're actually broadcasting
Yeah.
while you're not actually broadcasting. So I'm just gonna play some of Michael's ambient music in the background while we
Yeah,
talk.
turn it down really so that it doesn't.
Yeah.
So that we still can be heard, everyone.
Turn this way down.
Yeah.
Sorry, Michael, I'm turning it way down.
Way.
There we go.
Yeah, I can't hear it. it's quite enough.
As long as the radio can hear it.
Go ask who chose to meet on the dark side of the planet.
Nagi did.
Yeah,
that's what
I tried to
Nightwish
get
is
the
for.
star on the horizon, so we get like a sunset or sunrise thing. But yeah.
I mean, you could have done it in a ring. I mean, I've got 7 mining lasers.
Purple mining lasers. They're beautiful.
All right. So I guess we should go continue with the we were on the Voodoo on the video stream, so we can just jump over to Voodoo then on the radio now. I think we know who Voodoo is, but about your Galaxy experience so far, Ervin.
Yeah, so I started playing Elite shortly after I picked up a VR headset, and one of my friends had told me that it was a fantastic VR experience, and they were absolutely right. So I dove into Elite from there. The Dove Enigma expedition kicked off shortly after I started playing, so I jumped onto that, and I've pretty much been exploring almost nonstop ever since. This will be my 4th trip to Beagle Point. No, 5th.
Oh. What happened to your idea of flying to Beagle Point and back at each waypoint?
I have been so busy this week, I haven't even had time to play. I'm not even at Omega yet.
Wow. No,
Don't feel bad. I'm still at waypoint 1.
Yeah, I left Waypoint 1 last night.
Everybody knows why. Everybody knows why I'm at waypoint 1 though. So.
But guys, what about the ludicrous rewards? What about the credits and the glory?
Credits and glory?
Because credits
the
are so
credits
hard to
are
get these
pretty
days.
dope.
I'm leaving the bubble with 3 billion credits. I don't think I have to worry about that.
Yeah, my last trip to Beagle Point financed basically my entire fleet, because that was the first trip that I ever pledged to the right power play faction before turning in all my data to double. I had never bothered to do that before, so I was losing out on a lot of money.
That's my plan for this time. I already pledged to Leon Murray.
So you pledge to him, and you get double the exploration.
It's not that easy. It's not that easy.
You have to rank yourself up to level 5, and then yes, he does double your exploration payouts.
Triple.
No.
Is it triple?
Triple.
It's triple now.
Ah, that explains a lot.
Power play.
That's dangerous though, because you have to work up the level 5 after you get back with all the data, right?
You do. That was a very stressful couple of days while I was doing propaganda runs in my Type 9. Loaded up to the brim with no shield. But it was worth it.
Why is Chatterbox not active? Oh my goodness. I've had you guys recorded, but you've not been actually on the radio. I am
Oh my god,
No.
Jank. What are you doing?
I
So what was on the radio?
It worked yesterday, and suddenly
yeah. What was on the radio was Michael's Crystal Beat, or Crystal Sot, really quiet. Sorry about that, everybody on the radio. But we just finished talking to Voodoo. But he's gonna be on. He's on the live, and we'll get the audio from there.
Yeah.
And so
We will rebroadcast this properly.
I want to get to the next. Yeah, I'll take all the audio from all the sources and cut it up in Audacity and fit it together.
Great.
So, who wants to go next? Introduce themselves.
We're all shy.
What about you, Chank?
What about me? I'm Chank.
We're gonna need more than that, Starshine.
No, you don't need to interview me. I'm Chank. Everybody knows me.
Well, let's say,
Moving right along.
though.
That's just his answer to every question.
Let's say someone bought Elite Dangerous last week with the specific intention of coming on Distant Worlds 2, and they've tuned in for the first time and heard about this lad called Chank, who's the redneck on the rim, and he wants to know a little bit more about him. So come on, Chank, sell yourself.
Oh my goodness. So I'm Chank Satome. Redneck on the Rim it's got multiple meanings. I'm from Georgia, and I live over in Japan. So, and also when I explore, because I've been in the game for a few years now, I like the outer darkness of the edge of the galaxies. So it's got that kind of double, triple meaning to it. There's other things going on there too, but yeah. So I'm an explorer mostly. and I've been here for a while, but I've been mostly hardcore exploring just the past year and a half or so, and then I saw Distant Worlds 2, and I was like, I need another long expedition rather than just something short to keep me going for 1 month. And so I signed up, and then Nagi drugged me along into this radio thing because I was doing interviews. I was doing
Wasn't that
interviews
the
there
other
with
way
the two
around?
hosts. No. So I was doing interviews with Henka and Macross, the leaders of Dead End Circumnavigation, which was an expedition to travel around the rim of the galaxy, and that covered a whole year. That was quite the expedition, and that was a lot of fun. And I was like, I kind of want to do that, you know. I want to keep going. I want to keep interviewing people in the game and stuff. And I was joining Distant Worlds at the same time, Distant Worlds 2 at the same time, and Nagi was like, because me and Nagi had gotten friendly and everything in the game, and we talked a lot about lots of different things, and so he told me about Michael, who was setting this up, and so like I just put my name out there, and I was like, yeah, I'd like to be a part of your radio, you know, and maybe do just an interview like once a month or something, talk with somebody. And now I do 3-hour shows a week and interviews every other weekend. That's how things happen. They move fast.
Yeah, sometimes they do.
So since we put the spotlight on me, Nagi, you're the one who drugged me into this. Who are you?
Yeah, I started with Elite when No Man's Sky came out, and everybody on 9gag was saying that game is so bad, go play Elite Dangerous instead. It's got all the features you're missing in No Man's Sky. And I was like, okay, I'll try. Played it for about 2 weeks, just doing missions and not really having any idea about the game. But yeah, took a break from it, and when I was on vacation, a friend of mine from Final Fantasy XIV messaged me, hey, I've got this game too, let's play together. And when he found out about Distant Worlds, they were just opening the roster at that time, and I was hooked immediately. And
So
just,
that was a year ago.
Yeah.
You came back.
Yeah. And just signed up right away, and one of the first 3,000 or first 2,000 commanders who signed up. And yeah, basically read and watched myself into the game and got engineered and went to Beagle Point where I met Shane.
There you go. You can't forget how we met.
Yeah, I went to Beagle Point. Joined the Beagle Point expedition a bit late, who was going to meet up with Dead End Circumnavigation at Beagle Point. We had a lot of fun there, and
first meeting of two expeditions in game, which is surprising it took that long for it to happen.
Yeah.
Alright, so we want to continue on. Since Alex was the one who caused all this nonsense for the past 5 minutes, Alex, who are you?
All right, so my name's Alex, as you well know, and yeah, so I started playing. Well, weirdly, I was playing Elite in the beta back in 2014. I actually kickstarted it on Kickstarter, as was the place, because I was looking at the other game that we shan't mention, and I was looking at this one as well, and Elite just had something about it. It just looked cooler. It looked more spacey, if that makes sense. And so I'd kind of like install it every now and again, and I'd mess around for a couple of dozen hours, not really get anything done, get frustrated that I'd run out of fuel while exploring up a whole bunch of T-class stars, because I didn't know about the fuel rats or anything like that back in the day. And like Nagi, I remember reading about Distant Worlds probably at least a year or a year and a bit ago, whenever the idea was first kind of put together. And yeah, I was actually one of the first 2,500 that signed up, so I'm relatively kind of high up in the roster in the grand scheme of things. And again, I kind of jumped in and out, and then a few weeks before Christmas, I saw an article that went, "Oh, by the way, this is actually happening." I thought, well, I should probably get involved because this sounds like a really cool thing, and that was kind of it. And you know, like when you like dive into something, and it holds your attention for a bit, and then you kind of drift away, and you go and do something else. Whatever it is, this time Elite has like proper grabbed me. Like the last kind of 3 or 4 months, it's just grabbed me properly, and it just won't let go. Which is, oh, I've got a low security sector warning, so I'm probably gonna have to disappear in a second.
Yeah, people shooting around all the time. You
Somebody
should stop.
shot someone.
I'm a wanted man. But yeah, so anyway, it turns out that I was listening to Distant Radio, and I thought, hey, that sounds like quite a cool thing to do. Get to know people, play some music, have a chat about stuff. And I messaged Nagy or Michael, and I was like, hey, you guys should have another DJ, and it should be me. Or words to that effect. And
should I get screenshots to convey the truth?
Yeah. and yeah, so because I'm quite a busy beaver, unfortunately. I'd like to do much more than I actually do.
So what do you do? What's your focus on the radio?
Well, it's sort of like classic metal, classic rock, that kind of thing, and it was it's been really cool. So like we've done a few shows so far, and I've got one coming up after this roundtable tonight. After we've talked to all of the lovely people that we do Distant Radio with. So the thing is, there's always a reason to hang out on Distant Radio. It's like there's always someone playing some like amazing music, and I'm just glad that I get to be part of this little happy family on the edge of the internet, and in the middle of friggin' nowhere in space. It's just an awesome place to be, if you ask me.
Think so too.
Yeah. Well, that was good. I noticed. Kept seeing somebody light up. Who was that?
I think it was Kenny.
Well, I think it was Zelrin, but he's muted himself.
No, I just muted myself to cough, so the whole universe doesn't hear me hacking.
All right. Well, do we want to jump into how do we want to do most of our newer hosts? I don't have a chronological timeline of when everybody joined, so.
I'm pretty sure I'm the newest. I can jump in now if you want.
Yeah. Oh, sure. We'll do combat and then Zelrin then. All right, that's cool. So combat wombats.
Yeah, I just joined as
nice
my first
name.
show. Thank you. I don't have the same accent that you might expect, like Alex has from a wombat, but my family migrated.
So first of all, let's start with your experience so far in the universe that we all have to share here.
The in-game universe. I started in the I kickstarted the game as well and played for about a year after launch. Really enjoyed it, but for whatever reason, stepped away from the game. And I heard about Distant Worlds. I think I was on YouTube and I saw Obsidian Ant's one of his videos, and heard about Distant Worlds, and I was like, oh, okay, that sounds pretty awesome. And then I realized that there was a new content patch coming out, so I got back in just right before, a couple weeks before 3.3, and have been wondering why I was away for so long, because this game is fantastic.
So you got to see the lighting changes.
That was pretty cool.
But
I played for like 2 weeks before the lighting changes.
You missed out on the surface change that happened back last April or March, something like that. If somebody knows the specific dates on that, it happened basically when DEC and Beagle Point met, or Beagle Expedition met at Beagle, was the surface changes.
Just in time for the meeting. That's cool.
Yeah, they literally. I actually had a flyby where I flew out there and recorded all the planets in their original surface maps, and then re-recorded them in the new surface maps, and then just had like a back-to-back comparison of each different planet in them.
Nice. Yeah, that's. I mean, that was probably good timing for the meetup then.
Chegg
Get them,
sounds like Seth Rogen. Don't insult me.
So yeah, I mean, I just did my first show just recently. I just messaged Michael and I was like, hey, what do I do to be a DJ? Because I was listening while I was playing the game and it was a cool endeavor and I wanted to be part of it. And he just asked me a few questions and showed me how to do it. And then I had my first show and I think it went well. I had a heck of a good time and got some good feedback. So I'm looking forward to the next one.
Yeah. So speaking on your shows, then, what are your focuses?
So I'm gonna.
If
I'll probably
anything.
No, there's a focus. I'll probably be doing. So I've signed up for Mondays and Fridays right now. Monday and Friday mornings U.S. time, in-game time. I think I start at like 1600.
Yeah, we're at about the same time zone there.
Yeah, and I do. My main show is going to be. It's called Digging In, where I look at like a deep dive into classic and modern rock. Like I can go super deep, or I'm not sure how deep I'm going to go yet, but basically just trying to play good music.
Stop thumbing up. Stop thumbing up the comment that Chegg sounds like Seth Rogen. Stop that.
Music that has meaning, basically. And then I might be doing an hour of alt country, not like the national clap track. Bring your natty light to the mud bowl and like drive around with your flags waving. But like alt country that talks about like it'll still have the heartbreak and the dogs and the whiskey, but it'll be good. It'll be proper proper country stuff, like the stuff that came from like Merle Haggard and Johnny Cash and Waylon Jennings and the people who come from that sort of ilk. You know what I'm saying? That are making music today.
Guys, I need a wing invite.
As he opens a bag of potato chips on the radio.
Yeah. Technically this is pirate radio, so it's not like this isn't like it's the BBC, okay? This isn't. Good evening, and tonight.
The great leader himself just sitting there, crunch, crunch, crunch. I said stop. I will delete that comment. I swear to God.
Yeah, Seth Rogen doesn't sound anywhere near as good as Chegg.
At least he has snacks.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. All right. Wait. I heard a voice in there. Pookie, are you there?
Yeah.
I can't see everything.
I'm here.
Oh.
Yay, Pookie's here.
I've been quiet. I've been lurking away.
All right, we're gonna get to you then after, after Zelrin. So
I need a wing invite, guys.
Nagi, you want to take back over? Are you still there?
Yep, I'm here.
Nagi?
Huh?
Huh? He was asleep.
What? I'm confused.
So, Nagi, I just talked to Alex in combat. You want to talk to Zelrin here?
No.
I don't know who I just slammed into, but sorry
Nobody
about
wants
that.
to talk to
I
me.
just thought you would take it from here, but yeah.
Oh well, I will. It's okay. I'm doing the radio then, and you just video streaming. That's cool. All right, Zelrin. So, am I saying it right, Zelrin?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
I might talk funny, but I try to get pronunciations right, whatever language it comes in. So Zelrin, who are you, and what brought you into the universe that we all have here together?
Who am I? That's a tall order, my friend, but I will start by saying I started in Elite, I want to say early 2016, which was like shortly after the game came out. So really early on, and I've always been, space exploration's like my bread and butter, right? So I came in and loved it. Been on and off it ever since, and I kind of took a break for a while after the first Distant Worlds expedition 3 years ago, which I was on, which was phenomenal. And I'm super thrilled that it's happening again and with so many people. It's amazing. But besides that, I've been out in the universe mainly through those I befriended with the community, other elite community you might be familiar with called the Small Worlds Expedition, which was formed, I believe, out of the Crab Nebula expedition that happened a couple years ago. So they formed their own community, was on Small Worlds 2 and 3, as well as little, ad lib expeditions they've had, over the past couple of years. And so shout out to them. They're a great group of people, fun to hang out with, and shenanigans to be had whenever we're all hanging out in space together. So
sounds great.
But-
I mean, mostly with experience with the shorter, smaller expedition, more localized.
Right. Yeah. So I would say, like, kind of towards out past the California Nebula and stuff. And there's some other farther out landmarks I just can't think of right now that we've covered. The Small Worlds expeditions cover like about 10,000 light years or so to the side of the bubble, outward opposite of the core. So it's been fun. So.
Wow, that's like a whole day's travel.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it was fun at the time because a lot of people, when people are waiting for like the bigger expeditions, like Distant Worlds, it's like, okay, what else is going on? And Small Worlds kind of grew in popularity, and we recruited a lot of people for it. Had a lot of fun. So.
Yeah, I know about the small expedition. Believe it or not, the circumnavigation was my first expedition. So when I jumped into the deep end of the pool head first. So.
Yeah.
But so, what do you do? What is your role in the radio? Let's put it that way.
So for the radio, just a moment. I need to fix my audio here. There we go. Okay. So I basically, all through the first Distant Worlds expeditions, the Distant Worlds first one, I was kind of helping just a little bit here and there with the curation of music on WASP Radio, if you recall, those of you who are here for that. But I was never actually an official DJ, nor did I really want to be, because I'm really kind of shy at heart. And, I'm not really good at speaking in front of a bunch of people, but I always wanted to really just kind of play some music for people while we're all out here in the black and exploring, and kind of play tunes that that kind of fit in, when you're looking out the window at the vista that is before you, and listening to music that really kind of enhances that experience. So as far as my genres go, I'm going to be playing starting once a week. I'm going to try to branch out to at least twice a week based on how my real life goes here. But I'm going to play everything from rock, old and new, all the way to electronic, kind of down-tempo, chill stuff, and also fitting in some slots for whatever people request. So, and really, my genres are not limited. I think I believe I said no country last time, but I'm certainly open to new, broadening my horizons a little bit. So I'll really play anything within taste, I guess.
No country. Oh boy, we're gonna have to have a talk.
Well, you play enough country for everyone, so.
Ding diddle-diddle-ling, ding diddle-ling, diddle-diddle-ling.
Yeah.
Hold on.
So,
Blue
my
Blood.
Let me get my 10 hours of dueling banjos up here.
Did you know, Chank, that Deliverance is actually a documentary and not a work of fiction?
No, I do. I live there. I know. We all know.
Yeah. But my show's called the Corona Sessions. Currently, it's slated to be on Thursday evenings in game time, which would be a Wednesday for me since I'm broadcasting out of the West Coast, U.S. So I'm going to do a 2-hour block once a week and really try to expand that to 2 days a week as soon as possible. But I hope you guys enjoy what I play.
Very
It'll be
cool.
pretty varied.
Oh, we didn't cover that. Yeah, I know Zelrin has his radio show. He has his show name, and we got Digging In as well. Combat Wombat, who's left us unfortunately. He had to go take care of some things. Uh, who else did we talk to? Alex and Voodoo. Do you
Yeah.
have specific names for your
So my
Yeah.
show, my show's called Live from the Charybdis. The Charybdis is my ship, and wherever I end up during the expedition is where, you know, in what your head lore or whatever you call it is where the show is broadcast from. And due to the wonders of space magic, it can reach commanders all across the galaxy.
Maybe we got a
Fantastic.
relay network of ships out here
Yeah, pretty much.
to magnify the signal.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
know.
let's say it's that. Let's say it's that.
It's not really ships per se, but
Oh,
I'm
you
keeping
mean
the
you
details
also mean the
secret
Vehek nav
because-
beacons? Oh, I haven't said anything.
Shut up. Yeah, it's kind of illegal what we're doing, at least in terms of the galaxy law. So
Yeah,
keep
the,
this
I was a
secret
little upset
from
by
the
the pirate
Federation and the
radio.
Empire.
I was upset by the pirate radio statement, but then I thought about it and I was like, well, technically,
Yeah.
in the 3305 galaxy, what we are doing is a pirate radio, effectively.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
But that's all I'm going to admit because
and
I'm the one liable for this. So
Eh,
and Voodoo. Then, did you have any specific show titles or names, or is it just Voodoo?
Yeah, the title of my show is in flux. I have not really found anything that clicks and sounds right, so it changes pretty much every time I go live. I tend to open with either some 90s alternative or some more modern rock, and then I spend most of my time on the air taking listener requests. So
Nice.
it tends to vary pretty wildly depending on what people are in the mood for that particular day.
Yeah, and that's actually a comment I've seen a couple times on the Discord is people asking us, your auto DJ seems to have like a very fixed, focused, limited set of music, or at least limited playlist blocks. Like, what can you guys actually play? And it's like, well, the auto DJ has to be curated, and that's all handled by Michael from music we send him. But when we're online live, we technically can play just about anything because it's not being recorded. It's just a live radio stream on the internet. So we're open to just about any suggestions or requests you have.
And I mean,
If
we're
you
here.
can fit 'em
We're
into the
here.
show.
Yeah, we're here to entertain the audience. So really, it's what people want to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not here to just broadcast our own shit and make you listen to it. We
Right.
want to play what you're looking.
Wait, we're
Voodoo,
not?
someone's suggesting you call your show In Flux.
That's not the worst idea I've heard.
And I get we started up there with Kenny. Then did you have any specific show names for your genre blocks or anything?
No specific show names for the genre blocks. It's just Drinking with the Wolves, Kenny the Drunken Wolf. The Corvette is called Lupin after Remus Lupin, which is a play on Canis Lupus. So you're drinking with the wolves.
Nice. And I mean that's what my general state is. When it says redneck on the rim, there's no promises. It could be anything. But I think people know my two main shows. I guess are I do Scotolite Signal, which is everything reggae to post-punk. So I just happen to pick ska because I like the band Scotolites and it fit. And the other one is Auto Doc Logic, which is where I play all my weird synth and chill hop and lo-fi and glitch and weird stuff like that. So, next person to talk to, Pookie, are you still there?
I'm still here.
I said we were going to get to you right away, and it took us
Yes,
about
yes, you did.
15 minutes. Sorry.
It's alright.
So who are you, and what is your place and experience of the universe around us? Just keep saying it, Chank. It'll become a meme.
Well, I am Pookie. I am a helper. I'm also known as the Guardian Expert. I've helped about 5 people since we've left the bubble, ironically.
Nice.
I have about 31 people I've helped in total to get the Guardian FT boosters. I've started Elite because a friend got me into it. He's like, hey, here's a cool space game. I know you like space, so here you go. It was quite the experience. I was living in a Sidewinder for like a month before I got a dolphin. So,
Oh, jumping right into the good ships.
The Sidewinder is a fine ship.
it's fine, just
Isn't there a
you
saying?
want better.
Isn't there a saying about the elite endgame? You start in a Sidewinder, you go to an Anaconda, and then the true endgame, you go back to the Sidewinder.
No, it is. It is. And well, no spoilers, but Nagi knows. Nagi knows.
Yes.
It's a good ship.
Hey, I think this game needs more spoilers.
Dude, I was so excited by the Type 6 kit, and then the Type 10 comes out, and it's just like,
I'm still salty that there are no ship kits for Sal Kruger.
No, there are.
Yeah, what's up
Wait,
with
what
that?
isn't there one, but it looks weird.
No, I mean
No,
the,
there's none.
the
Or
beluga
was
just
that,
has
was
like
that, was,
the beluga just has a lot of fins, really.
yeah,
It
that
needs
wasn't
more.
It,
More
it
things.
doesn't.
Let's go.
that wasn't actually an official ship kit. Sorry, what I'm thinking of is somebody made a parody ship kit for Saud Kruger, and it was of the beluga, and basically they had adjusted like the cutter ship kit elements to give the beluga like 8 fins and like a round, basically a semicircle spoiler around the back of it.
Oh my god, I would fly the shit out of that.
I mean, the thing is,
It was,
I was gonna say, considering how big the beluga is, and like it's like an end game ship, it is quite disappointing that it has like just a few kind of decidedly average paint jobs. There's nothing that really stands out in terms of customization for the beluga, or at least for me.
hey, well, the Saud Kruger Ember packs are glorious. Glorious.
I'm
Because
actually
the way that they
I'm quite a
wear-
fan of the expedition paint.
Is this the orange one you're sporting now?
It is.
Yeah, that's the one I chose as well when I still had my beluga.
All right.
Just the same, my cutter's better than all your belugas.
I will ram you.
That's one thing that still bugs me. I've been playing this game for almost 4 years. Pookie's been playing this game for 4 months.
Actually, no.
She has a cutter. I'm not even halfway through my rank to get Clipper with the Imperial Navy yet.
Do the words Manani and Nagani not mean anything to you?
I don't even know what the bubble is 90%
Alright,
of the time
so
I'm playing.
if you go about, it's like 30 light years outside the bubble. There's 2 systems. You need a medium ship to do it. There's 2 systems that do Imperial courier missions for each other, and you just wander back and forth between the 2, filling your quest log.
Oh, I can show them on stream. I've got them bookmarked.
They're so prolific that you actually have them bookmarked. And they
Oh,
have
dude, yeah.
Yeah.
They're like the systems are like 6 light years apart, and you know all of the data courier missions are the same thing. It's like doing the Robigo passenger run, but with data instead. And
Yeah, and what's the Federation equivalent? Sothis and Seos?
No, not anymore.
Yep.
Not anymore. It's
no?
outdated actually. It's Ochozi
Oh, is it?
and
How Oh yeah, it's Ochosai, and oh that's what I used to finally get the vet. Let me look mine up.
Oh, see, I've got my rank maxed out, so I don't care anymore. I don't follow the meta.
While they're looking
I
that up,
haven't bookmarked that one, strangely. Oh, I got it. I have it.
Nope.
It's pretty far above.
yeah, well, feds they own that upper space, so.
Oh, that is true. Someone in
No,
chat did-
actually, that upper space is technically the upper space is Alliance, isn't it?
Alliance ships when?
Well, Chieftain, does that count?
Chieftain, Challenger, and Crusader, they're all the same ship.
Yeah,
They
just
are all the
different
same. They
things.
are all in their descriptions. They actually say that they're basically just modifications of the same ship.
Because they are.
Reskins confirmed.
Yeah.
So Pookie, you don't do a show. You don't DJ.
I'm actually working on a new different kind of show, not just music, just a little bit more of a interactive stance with the audience, because all you guys are playing music. Why not talk to the audience? You know, hear from them.
Nice.
That's
So I've
actually
been
really
working
good.
on the yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can ask a question, and then they all can submit answers, and you can read down a selected list of them to see what people say. Have a little bit of a discussion, because this radio should be for the people of Elite,
Oh,
not.
absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Agreed.
So that's my idea that I've been working on at the moment. We will get back to you on that.
Yeah, I know you're working with. You're also working with. He's not here, and I don't think he does a mic to talk. He's one of our information and ad writers, Winter Huntsman. You were talking with him about ads and promos and PSAs and all kinds of interesting things the other day.
Yeah, definitely. There's so many different things you can do. You just have to figure out what you can do.
Yeah, shoutouts to Winter Huntsman. Unfortunately, he can't be with us here today.
I've never actually heard his voice. I don't think I've ever actually seen him in a voice chat. But I know I've got very different hours than he does.
Yeah, people know his voice from
Yeah.
the Hot and Orbital ad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that Winter
Yeah.
Huntsman?
Yeah, he's written a lot of our ads that we've had recorded by other people, and he's also recorded, I think, 2 or 3 himself.
Yep.
All right, so
Oh, be careful with drop ends. Everybody put all pips to shields.
Wait,
Still
what?
got
I'm
people
checking.
coming.
Oh, I'm way ahead of you.
next host,
Nightfall.
are you there? Yeah. Hey,
Yo.
we can yeah. You were with us for our first interview. Oh,
I was indeed. Yeah.
and it was different. It was different from what our general interview style is going to be. I think what we had last night with Yannick is probably more normal, but it was still really great. And
Guys, can you please not shoot anything?
yeah, my audio levels were a little wonky
NPC.
on that. But
I'll ram him.
Nightfall,
We
Nightfall,
got
you're also
Iridium
doing-
Escort here in here, so they should take care of him.
You also do shows, and you've done a couple, I think, and you play some
Yeah.
music
I did.
that I know, but maybe not everybody else knows. So
Yeah, I did a
let's start with the first question. Who are you, and what is your place in the galaxy that we all share?
Well,
If I keep saying it, people will remember it.
the funny thing is, if you think about it, none of us has any meaning in the galaxy in the long run. But apart from that,
Oh, don't be so morbid. Come on.
I'm just saying. No, I've been playing Elite since almost day one, I didn't kickstart it, but as one of the other hosts, I come from a background of space games, of playing EVE Online for years. I played X series, if anyone knows. And I can't really remember exactly why I started Elite. It's so long ago. I was just browsing Steam. I just needed something to play, something futuristic, something that would allow me to shoot lasers and stuff. And it just caught my attention, and I bought it without thinking much. And since then, I've been playing on and off, trying to do a bit of everything. Try to go into power play because I actually like PvP. Figure out if there is a way to make PvP meaningful. But I found a game that is very different than EVE Online, for better or worse. Still, PvP can be enjoyable if you have friends.
Yeah,
Exploration.
it's definitely a big thing, is having people you can fly with, even if you're not physically together, just having contacts and people you can talk to out there. And the community there is actually community, and I think Distant Worlds 2 is strong evidence of that. 13,000 people who all want to come out and join and be a part of something.
There is, and to be fair, it is something that it is probably the element of Elite that I enjoy the most. It reminds me of tabletop role-playing games. It reminds me of Dungeons and Dragons, Pathfinder, in the sense that in this case, FDev is like the GM, you know. Not like what we're doing here is not something that the game mechanics actually allow. Building stations, things like this. We need to organize with the actual developers. It's as if, you know, you're organizing with your game master, play a quest, and then depending on what happens, game master decides the outcome. This is something that you don't really see in online gaming much in terms of video games. So it's an odd mix, this game, of an actual AAA game, so to speak. I know it's not really, but it has that feel because the flying mechanics are polished. It almost looks like a AAA game, but at the same time you have developers who are quite close to the community and willing to provide custom things to us players, which is great.
Well, yeah, I mean, I talked about the need for a Type 6 kit for about 3 months, and other people started talking about it, and then it got in the forums, people were talking about it, and bam, there it was.
Why is
Yeah, so
everyone
start talking about a
about
blue
game?
kit then.
Guys, it's a bit too close for comfort here in game. You're trying.
Yeah, please stop shooting your seismic charges or whatever.
Yeah, so yeah, a lot of
We
the
got
custom stuff
hostiles. Oh, not
is
anymore.
mostly
Huh?
our requests.
Well,
So Nightfall, just really quick to
Yeah, sorry, I
on to
just
the next one.
I was just a bit
No,
long-winded.
No, it's great. It's fine. I mean, we got lots of time. But wanted to get on to the next question for you then, which is what's your role in the radio? Because I know you broadcast, you've done some shows, but maybe you want to talk about what you play and maybe why, because it's very different from a lot of the music on the radio. I like it.
Yeah,
but,
yes and no. Okay, first of all, the main reason I joined the radio is to bring Shobo with me. But apart from that, yes, I do stream. I do have shows. Not many of them yet because I've been quite busy. Well, yeah. I mean, as many of us here, I like metal. I like rock, especially epic metal. Role-playing days. But in addition to that, I do broadcast stuff that's so-called weeb stuff, Japanese music. J-pop.
No, I think I'm the one who said that, which is
Well,
I was being ironic, of course.
kinda true. It's a label that many people use. But yes, Japanese music, anime soundtracks. I plan to get into gaming soundtracks as well, both Japanese and Western. But yes, I
Ooh,
plan
so
to
you can
have.
you can get Toho up in there.
Yes, well, that pretty much encompasses both anime, gaming, and yeah, pretty much. But yes, I plan to also make some Vocaloid stuff, which is indeed not for everyone, but hey,
Okay.
maybe.
So I got to call you out on this. Your lack of Amuro Namie is so disappointing.
Yes, well, I know. My current library is not the best. I agree.
And nobody knows who I'm talking about or anything that's going on.
Well, guys, you need to understand. This is my first time being a host of a radio or even doing anything online with an audience. So I wasn't really prepared for this when I joined the radio. So I'm struggling now to get up to speed with everyone else. There are DJs here who have years of experience. I don't. So.
I've never done this either. I've never done anything that I do, but
yeah, same for me for that matter.
So yeah, it will be fun. Just bear with me as I learn the ropes. But yes, that's the music you're going to hear from me. It will go from epic metal to really cutesy stuff.
And, I assume you've got at least a couple Utada Hikaru albums.
Oh yes, of course.
Okay, all right.
But yes, my cute compilation is indeed called Electrocute the Galaxy. I just devised that name. But yeah, I still have to find one for the gaming show. But that's pretty much what you will hear from me: metal, Vocaloid, anime stuff, and gaming. Pretty much, that's it.
Sounds good. And I know Morty's there, but I since you mentioned her, we're getting to you, Morty. Promises. But since you mentioned her, is Shoba on a mic?
Yep. Hello.
All right, so let's because I think Shoba is unique.
Everyone is. We all are.
That's nonsense. Listen, we just had 8 DJs all say, "I play rock. Oh, I play rock. Oh, I play rock too."
But they're all different kinds of rock.
And Nightfall plays metal.
There's variations.
Music.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because my quote rock is all southern rock, easy rock, or alternative. So but everything from Leonard Skinner to Counting Crows, basically. But Shoba, who everybody say it with me now.
I'm not a DJ.
Who are you, and what is your place in the galaxy we all share?
That's a thing now.
Yeah, I can't say that. Sorry.
Who are you, and if yes, how many?
No, that's your thing, Nog.
Who am I?
Who are you? I mean, we had the interview, but just in case anybody missed it, they should go listen to that or watch it on the Twitch or YouTube again. It was a good interview until I started asking stupid questions.
Yeah.
That was fun.
I hope you enjoyed that.
Yes, so basically I am a real-life cosmologist, astrophysicist. I was brought into the game when Nightfall got me the game for Christmas, and it's super fun and I love it. So I'm flying around, and I plan to do more interviews answering any questions on astronomy that people have. I do quite a bit of outreach in real life. And I was planning to stream this week, but then my real life got in the way. That's the downside of what I do. It can be extremely inconsistent from day to day, depending on what comes in. I end up staying way too late most nights.
Yeah, well.
But at least I never work on the weekend. That's been a role I've always set for myself. I always have the Wii.
Yeah, at least something. But that's
No.
science for you.
And apart from that, in Elite, since we left, I've been doing Project Scandroid. So I'm scanning many, many new planets. I'm now, according to my spreadsheet, I've scanned 937 new planets. And I made graphs of the distributions of metals and stuff. It's very exciting.
That's awesome.
I want to see that. Gonna release it at some point?
Seriously, I want to see it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I just have I have to laugh because I was watching a stream with a friend of mine. He was streaming Nimdoc or Focus Breaker. Some people might know him. I don't know. He was streaming and nobody else was there, so I was like, I'm gonna sit here and watch. And I pretty much watched him the whole 3 hours he was doing it, and I think he kept streaming for a little bit after that. But he started asking me some weird questions about so in the Elite Galaxy, because it doesn't spin, like we know that the galaxy actually spins, and we call Star 1 the closest star to Andromeda. But in reality, what would be the closest star? If the galaxy we have in Elite is based on our current galaxy, what would be the closest star in reality at that point? And I had to kind of walk him through the explanation that, well, other than the spin, things are not just moving around, things are also moving out. So there's a lot of weird space and Disney. He's like, well, let's just say 1 billion years. And I had to remind him, well, in 1 billion years, Sol will have orbited the galaxy's core 4.5 times almost. And he was not ready to accept that answer.
It is disappointing. No, I think it's even worse than that. The answer is we don't know. We have no idea what the closest star to Andromeda even is. Plus, how do you define what's in the Milky Way anyway? Because there's always fewer and fewer stars the further out you go. So
Wait, Star 1 is a
just
lie?
completely unexplored. Completely unexplored.
Yeah, Star 1 is a lie because in Elite we have a fixed edge, and that's not reality.
Yep, it's much more soft than that in reality.
And then there's also, of course, that as we spin and Andromeda spins, and as we both get closer to each other, our galaxies are pulling stars out from outer arms of each other towards each other at the same time. So in 1 billion years, you can't just math that.
Yeah, so what even counts? Do the Magellanic Clouds count? What about the Sagittarius Stream and all the dwarf galaxies in between us and Andromeda? I mean, do they count? I don't know.
Yeah, we got some other time
estimate...
to talk about that topic. We don't want to go
that'll be later.
Too much detail.
We can talk about that separately. You talk about your place in game and everything. Do you want to say that you have a specific place on the radio other than just pointing out that we're all stupid and maybe helping us get better at not being stupid?
I just want to hang out and chill and answer astronomy questions. If people think I'm fun to be around. If not, you can just kick me out from the Discord. That's fine.
Yeah, we'll see if it comes to that.
I do have to say, though, that I think it's really cool that we have a cosmologist here who plays and enjoys Elite. I think on some level that speaks to the authenticity of how the game the game engine generates things that we see and scan and observe. So that's cool.
Yeah.
It's a good game for people who like making long lists of everything. Planet comp, number of the planets, star types. I love it. It's the best.
Was like awesome. EDSM then. The dangerous star map.
Yeah, EDSM and third-party program. Michael, stop!
Yeah, Michael, you're left, right? You also have to introduce yourself.
I'm right?
No. We got Morty Moore. Is he there?
All right.
Yes, I'm there.
Oh, I'm gonna turn you up. Hello, Morty.
Sounds dirty. I'm gonna turn you up.
All right. So, Morty, everybody say it with me. Who are you, and what is your place,
Place
in
in
galaxy
the
we all share?
universe.
Oh my god. Sounds like a
So
cult.
terrible.
AA
Alright,
meeting.
should I give you another try, or should I just start?
Yes, start please.
Yeah, I'm just a small screw in this whole ensemble.
Using
Starting
fancy
well.
words there.
First time on the radio, bit nervous though. And
Well, want to tell us about your in-game experience? What brought you here to the game, not the radio?
well, exactly, Michael brought me here to the game.
Yeah, I'm
We
like that.
just talked about it so much, I didn't even had to look into it. I just bought it, upgraded my computer, and started at the game. I loved it from the first minute.
Oh my god.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Gesundheit.
I'm so sorry. I thought muting myself for that. I'm muting
I
myself.
believe that's our first on-air sneeze.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
so Morty, you upgraded. You're playing the game. Is there anything you've really enjoyed so far that's really stood out for you?
I really love exploring. I just plan to fly out and spend my time alone in this game because it's so big and much things are there to explore. And yeah, I ended up liking the fight against the Xeno enemies a lot, against the
Oh yeah,
Targoids
we
and,
did some of that.
Gesundheit, oh my question. Gesundheit, someone German lurking around there. Well, actually, you'd be surprised to know. The 3 Germans all said bless you, and the 2 Americans said Gesundheit.
Jesus in Spanish.
Mein Gott!
Wait. Yeah,
so,
no.
Morty,
Let's stop that.
you were here to start, because in the Discord, because you were friends with Michael. How do you feel about what's happened to your Discord now with over like 200 people in it now? Oh jeez, it's even more.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
about-
god.
Let's see.
well, every time I look into
there's 250 just listeners in the Discord.
Yeah,
There are-
let's see how many offline there are.
There are 817 people in this
500
Discord.
Oh my
offline.
god.
Jeez, almost when I joined this Discord, there were only 6 people in it.
Yeah. Funny.
Only
watching,
800 and something out of 13,000 pilots. Come on, guys, you gotta start shipping this.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
rookie
I'm talking
numbers.
to you, listeners. Get everyone
Hello,
on board.
listeners. Become more, please.
So yeah, Morty, how do you feel about what has become your private Discord that is clearly no longer a tiny personal thing?
well, I can't really believe it every time I look into the channels and see how many people are involved in the Discord, and every time it gets more.
I've never actually looked at those numbers, and it just what is going on?
Yep,
What is
800
happening?
817.
Oh, jeez.
Now you know why I'm nervous.
Well, they're not all listening, but they will be when we play this on replay.
They better be.
Yeah, I think we should make listening to the radio mandatory for every explorer.
Yeah, I don't think we can handle it. Even the browser can only handle.
We
like
should make
200
that
people.
the new what it's conditioned to get the elite rank in exploring.
Oh yeah.
You have to listen to the
We
radio.
need 15
and if you stop
relays
listening,
set up.
you'll drop rank
You have to listen for a specific amount of hours.
per day. per
And
hour.
when the metal's on, it's gotta be turned up.
All right. Well, that covers basically everybody, including a couple who have left the channel. Combat Wombat had to go, and so that only leaves one. As he sucks in his breath. Come on, everybody, say it with me.
And eats another
Michael.
chip.
No.
Michael.
No. Oh my god.
Everybody, all together
Finish the
now.
chips.
Who are you?
Who
And
are you?
what is your place
And
in the
what
galaxy?
in the galaxy?
is your
all
place
share.
in
Oh my god, that
universe
sounds horrible.
Holy shit.
That was the worst echo ever.
that we
Okay,
all
Just
share?
broke the radio.
Yeah, all right. I'm that Michael. I got into the game because my best friend urged me to get it and play it with him, and I believe he has played the game for 3 hours, and since November. I started in November, and yeah, I after 1 week of playing, I ran into Distant Worlds, and things
someone's
started to
attacking
spiral.
me.
Things started. to
Hostile.
It's an NPC.
Hostile.
What?
It's an NPC.
Yeah, NPC
Yeah.
Anaconda.
I'm not gonna. Oh, okay.
I'll take them on with my mining lasers. It's fine.
Yeah.
Our escort got him. Our escort got aggro.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah. As I signed up for Distant Worlds, I joined the FleetCom Discord, and yeah, I came up with. I had the idea. Why not radio for the expedition? So here we are.
I gotta say, I'm stunned because when you told me about how long, air quotes, 10 feet high, you've been playing the game, and then you wanted to do a radio for this, and
Yeah.
I was actually talking when I was talking with Nimdog earlier. I had to tell him, I was like, you know, between the contributors,
Jesus.
between the contributors, the 3305 team, the actual musicians we have on the channel who are listening to us and giving us music to play, between mods and hosts and DJs and everybody else who's helping out with just making stuff for the radio, just that group of people, we have more people than some other actual expeditions.
That's interesting, and it's amazing, to say the least.
And yeah, I don't know how this all became a thing either.
I didn't expect it to become this big either, but I was hoping for it, in the least. So I'm pretty glad how it turned out.
And
Yeah.
so
not
I'm
big of a
typing
talker.
in the jump target now into announcements, and then we will
Alright.
have to set a time.
yeah, so
Yeah.
you guess you've kind of covered a bit of your major role as the great leader of the radio.
I'm trying to.
Where are you in the galaxy, and what's your experience out there, and anything you've really been drawn to, or anything that's really stood out for you?
Yeah, it's a little hard to put into words actually, because it's about almost everything in the game. I love the view. Every single system looks different. It's an amazing. Each planet is amazing to look at, and yeah, I just love flying around and enjoying the scenery, and yeah, also playing with other people it's pretty much been fun mining with the guys the last few days. So I'm pretty much looking forward how the expedition is going to turn out, and yeah, I have no specific plan. I'm just along for the ride, and we'll try to entertain people with music.
So what music is that from your
Yeah,
end when you do host?
Yeah, mostly electronic, mainly ambient and psytrance and techno, but also stuff like medieval and folk and metal and yeah, whatever I feel like, because I'm eclectic like that.
And I think you actually, I think you wrote down that you have a show name too for one of your blocks.
Yeah. On what was it, Tuesdays? Let me just pull up the schedule. Yeah.
I am not the only one who forgets his show name.
It's
Come on.
Wednesdays. It's Wednesdays. No, it's not about the show name. But it's actually it's a replay of a show I did on another radio like 6 years ago, and it's called Electrofab. It's it's the first episode was mainly dubstep and complextro stuff, but it's 13 episodes. I'm going to play each week one each week. Sorry for the grammar there. Yeah, it's gonna be electro house and minimal techno and stuff like that. So I actually don't really remember them to be honest, because it's been so long. But I've got other show names as well, like Digital Sunrise, which will be my ambient and psytrance, not psytrance but psychill section. Then I've got Kaleidos Cockpit, which is psytrance and high energy electronic stuff. There was another, but I forget. But I'll have different shows for different names for what kind of genres I will play.
Yeah. All right.
Well, everybody, start lining up at my ship. Mostly in front of me and not behind me. I have posted our jump target in the Discord chat and announcements channel.
Yeah, plotting the route right now.
So we will have to pick a time at the in-game clock because people who are watching the stream or listening to the radio got a little bit of delay, so countdowns don't really work. So we have to set for a time. But let's all line up first.
Well,
we can just do it on the half.
If you do it by in-game clock, and you can still do it by voice chat in here, but anybody watching the stream will have to do it live there if they're not on the voice channel.
So in front of you, Nagi,
I know you got a couple people there. Who do you have there? I think Sleeping Insects and Toasty Flynn were joining you.
Yeah, that guy had to retract to Super Cruise because he got a bounty or something. I don't know. He accidentally shot one of us in the heat of the battle.
Poor guy.
Right, well, do we want to have any final words? Let's go back through from the start, if I can remember. Nagi.
Well, let me just try to organize it a bit better. Ships are a bit far apart from each other, so you guys could try to move closer. Like, much closer. Also, some people are somewhere else still, not in the fleet.
Yeah, line up with Dr. Nagi, please, everyone.
Yeah, let's try to get this one right.
All right, then let's keep these short because we got just like 3 minutes. Kenny.
Why 3 minutes? What are you talking about, Shank?
If you're gonna jump on the half hour.
I didn't say that. I want everyone to be ready. Then I will announce the time.
Okay. I thought somebody said half.
It was just a suggestion.
All right. Yeah. That would actually be rushing it. Let's not rush. That's good. So Nagi, then, final words, or any kind of motivational statements you want to put out there. Let's not call it final words, because maybe people want to talk about whatever after this.
I've got a show to do after.
Oh yeah.
Alex has got a show. So motivational words.
Started 30 minutes ago. But...
Oh, this looks much better now.
Sorry, I'm stealing your time. Oh yeah.
Nagi, motivational words.
Oh, I'm really bad at this kind of thing.
Good words.
Yeah.
Wise man.
Don't lose your focus. No matter what is happening on the expedition. Keep on going. Keep on having fun with us. Who is... Okay.
Who was boosting that?
Yeah, I have to organize this now.
Alright.
Who's that
So,
us with? That's
Kenny.
Morty. Morty, get back into the pack.
Kenny, motivational words for us all.
Have some fun out there. Have a drink or two if you're of legal age. Fly safe, and always fly with shields. They're gonna save you. I mean, saved me at the view, so always fly with shields.
Alright. Let's see, going backwards. After Kenny, we had, who was it? I think it was Alex or Voodoo. No, it was me and Nagi and then Voodoo. So Voodoo, words.
I just want to give a huge thank you to all the developers creating these third-party tools like Coriolis and EDSM and ED Discovery and Market Connector and all these other
UI.
utilities that are making our exploration a whole lot easier.
Alright.
And of course the fuel rats and the hull seals who are supporting everybody as we take this trip.
Love the whole seals.
Yeah. Okay, make sure nobody is directly in front of you, so you don't ram anyone that might be slower than you. And someone's gotta help me out with the clock, because I will be going into external camera and I can't see the clock there. Let's try to jump on the half hour, like suggested, so it's in 1 minute.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, it's 1 minute exactly now.
Well then, Alex,
Whoa,
motivational
who's
word.
that?
Motivational words. There is no do. No, there is no try. There is only do. Or, no, what is it? Do or do not. There is no try. That's it.
Don't let
You got there in the
Yes.
end. You got there. There you go. That's the radio motto. We
Okay,
got
someone
there
who
in the
can see the clock has to give
Yeah.
me...
30 seconds left.
30 seconds.
Do
And
we
of course,
charge at 30 or do we throttle up at
now.
30?
We throttle
Throttle
up
up.
at 30.
and of course, stick around after this for the extreme metal show that you're begging for.
Alright,
Time?
15 to go.
15 seconds.
I'm gonna count down. So, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Looks like everybody's off. Zelrin. Well, everybody's jumping.
Jumping, yeah.
Beautiful!
Words
Gorgeous.
of
I got some good photos from that as well.
words of motivation.
Yes, fly safe. Be excellent to each other.
Let's all crash into the star.
No, I
You're
don't.
not Zelrin. You're Michael.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm imposing.
Well, we'll have some long stretches in between our waypoints up ahead, even after the course, so don't get complacent, stay alert, and remember why we're out here, what we're doing, and enjoy the view. Have a drink for those who are of age.
All right. Nightfall.
Yes.
Got any words of wisdom to leave us with?
Words of wisdom. Well, let me think about it. Well, here's the thing. By the time we are dead, the universe will go on. The galaxy will still be around. And the good thing is, if we succeed in this endeavor and we build a station, the station is going to outlive us all. So we have to succeed, because that is our legacy.
Good words.
Love
I'm
it.
not sure if that was encouraging or depressing, but that's what I have.
All right, and
I
I
thought
think
it was good.
Shoba was after that. After nightfall. Shoba, are you still with us?
Yes, yes.
So words of wisdom as people have already taken their jump and continuing on.
The dark is only dark because we can't see microwaves.
Maybe you can't.
Yeah. You can't, All right.
All right, and after Shoba, Morty, do you have anything you want to give us?
Nothing in particular.
No.
Have a nice evening and enjoy listening to the radio.
Fantastic.
Yes, enjoy the music, everybody.
Yeah, Michael, I think.
Yeah.
Last we got.
Yeah, I already said fly safe and be excellent to each other, but yeah, what I really want to say is take care of each other, because we're the only friends we got out here. So.
Nice.
Here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I got one last thing.
Go ahead.
Don't ever suffer from space madness, because distant radio is the cure to space madness.
Yeah, leave the madness to us.
Yeah, exactly.
Heyo.
We'll do that for you.
Yep. And yeah, I guess that's everybody. I don't have anything that I can think of to say. I'm not too clever.
But I can say thank you all for being here, for coming to this roundtable, for listening to us, for watching us.
Yeah, I guess I could close out with Zishi said, a man who daily assesses what he has yet to understand, and who month by month does not forget what he has mastered, may be said to love learning. And I hope you all love learning about things with us here on the radio,
very much,
especially with all the craziness going on,
Yeah.
Not
And I
just
think
music,
Pookie had
but
some.
about everything else in space. Oh, Pookie, yeah, Pookie.
Oh,
let's
yeah.
close
How
out
dare you
Pookie.
ignore me,
Yes.
Chink?
Pookie wanted to get another sneeze in.
No!
I was waiting for it. I was waiting.
That was never intended, okay? Now everyone will know.
Intentional sneezes, yeah.
So Pookie, on the radio for everybody, you wanna have our final words, and then I'm gonna end my broadcast and throw it over to Alex, who's gonna be running a metal show for everybody. So Pookie.
Alright. My words of wisdom to give to everybody is have fun, keep exploring, do what you enjoy. Don't feel like you're being forced into something. So, it's just a game, really. But it's also not a game. It's our biggest entertainment.
It's
our
everybody say
life.
with me now.
It's only game. Why you have to
It's
be
the
mad?
universe. We all come on. 1, 2, 3. It's the universe. We all share
Together.
Bet we all
Dark
share.
What?
All right.
I do have one more inspirational quote that I want to put out.
Okay. If it's a quote, it's okay.
Oh God, where's my band?
Oh man.
I've been your host on the radio here, Chenks Otome. Nagi.
Yeah, I've been your live stream host, and I will continue to be that.
And next up on the radio, RPG Alex with some metal. We're not going to do a clean transition. Auto DJ is going to have one
well,
song.
Alex, one question before you start your show.
Yes, and that there was silence is in.
When exactly are you playing that song? You know which one?
You mean the 14.5 minute song that is ridiculous and for some reason it was actually released as a single?
Yes.
Yeah, it's we're playing it tonight. It's going to be played tonight because I've
Oh
got
my
to go
God.
and
Yeah,
watch it.
well, I gotta make some food. You gonna play it right away or later into your show?
It's going to be about a little bit into the show.
Okay.
All right, guys.
So I got a little time.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna turn off the radio here now, and hope everybody enjoyed.
Yeah.
You're all muted
Enjoy
now.
Alex's
You can
show.
only hear me.
Oh my god, I was just about to say something nice.
And we're gonna close out with some Poco So Distant Worlds 2 theme.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to leave the windlasses doing my skull.
To turn on the radio.
I almost
Good show,
forgot to
guys.
request docking.
Oops.
I love asteroid bases so much.
So
That's
is
my
it on?
favorite from the base, so.
Yeah, it is on.
Do you want to
Okay,
try and do this?
I'm gonna
over.
stop a stream now, quickly make some food, and try to get back before I miss my song.
I gotta
Oh,
find
you-
my pants. I left them behind. So, oh, are we still in the air?
No, but
No.
I'm about